Australia built performance cars that could embarrass American muscle, and you've probably never heard of them. Massive V8s, rear-wheel drive, and enough torque to melt asphalt. But now, for the first time, you can import these Aussie legends to the US. Let's count down 12 hidden Australian performance cars Americans can finally get their hands on. Number 12, HSV Senator Signature. Think of it as Australia's answer to the Cadillac CTS-V. The HSV Senator packed a 5.7-liter LS, 1 V8, making 300 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in around 5.8 seconds. This luxury muscle sedan was both a cruiser and a bruiser. What makes it special? It had that GMLS reliability, but with HSV tuning and Australian swagger. Americans missed it because HSV Holden Special Vehicles never exported them. Now, early models are legal to import under the 25-year rule, typically costing $25,000 to $35,000 US from importers in Melbourne or Sydney. Number 11, Ford Falcon XR8 Sprint. The XR8 Sprint was Ford Australia's farewell gift before shutting down local production. A 5.0-liter supercharged Coyote V8, tuned by FPV, making 462 horsepower. That's more than a Mustang GT of the same era. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, RWD and pure noise. It embarrassed the Camaro SS in local comparisons, but Americans never saw it because Ford kept it right-hand drive only. It becomes import eligible in 2041, but early collector buzz means you'll want to keep an eye out. Expect prices north of 60,000 Australian dollars today. Number 10, Holden HSV GTS-R. There are two versions, but both are insane. The 1996 model ran a 5.7-liter Y8 with 308 horsepower, while the 2017 version packed a supercharged 6.2-liter LSAV8 pushing 585 horsepower. That made it the most powerful production car ever built in Australia. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, and it could outrun a Charger Scat Pack while hauling a family of 5. Prices? Expect $70,000 to $120,000 US, depending on the year. Imports from the 90s are now fair game under the 25-year rule. Number 9, Ford Falcon GTF. The GTF was the ultimate send-off for the Falcon GT nameplate, a 5.0-liter supercharged Boss 335 V8 rated at 470 horsepower and 420 pound-feet. It was the fastest Falcon ever built, doing 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. Compared to a 2014 Mustang GT, it had more grunt and a lot more character. It won't be importable until 2039, but it's a future collectible worth noting, especially for Ford purists who want something beyond the Mustang badge. Number 8, HSV Clubsport R8. If you wanted Corvette power in sedan form, this was it. The Clubsport R8 ran the LS1 and LS2 engines, making between 340 and 400 horsepower. 0 to 60 times hovered around 5.3 seconds, but it felt faster thanks to a raw analog power band. While Americans got the GTO, a rebadged Monaro, the Clubsport R8 remained an HSV-only export. Models from 1999 to 2000 are now import legal, costing roughly $20,000 to $30,000 US. Number 7, Holden Monaro CV8R 2003. You might know it as the Pontiac GTO, but this Aussie coupe had more class. The CV8R was a limited edition Monaro with a 5.7-liter LS, 1 V8 making 330 horsepower. It did 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds, and unlike its American cousin, it came with rare color options and Aussie-tuned suspension. Import eligible and affordable. Around $25,000 US gets you one today. Number 6, HSV Maloo R8 2008. Yes, it's a V8-powered ute that can smoke sports cars. The Maloo R8 had a 6.2-liter LS 3 V8 producing 425 horsepower and could hit 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds? In a pickup. It's like a modern El Camino on steroids. Americans don't know it because the concept of a performance ute never caught on stateside. 2008 models will soon be import eligible, and expect them to cost around $40,000 to $50,000 US. Number 5. Ford FPV GT-P 2004 to 2008. The FPV GT-P was Ford Australia's premium muscle sedan. Boss 295.4-liter, V8 390 horsepower, 380 pound-feet, and 0 to 60 in about 5.7 seconds. Compared to a Charger RT of the same era, the GT-P was more refined and rarer. Early 2004 models can now be imported, typically found for $20,000 to $25,000 US. Number 4. HSV W427 2008. A 7.0-liter LS7 powered monster, making 505 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, and only 137 units were ever built. It was Australia's version of the Corvette Z06 sedan. At 150,000 Australian dollars new, it was the most expensive Holden ever made. Importable in 2033, but prices are already climbing fast. Number 3. Ford Falcon XR8 Turbo Sprint 2016. Don't underestimate this six-cylinder. It used a 4.0-liter turbocharged inline-six with 435 horsepower, 420 pound-feet, and a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds. That's BMW M3 performance from a sedan that cost half as much. It's the car that made Americans realize the Aussie Falcons weren't just muscle, they were engineering art. Importable in 2041, but already a collector's gem. Number 2. HSV GTS. The 25th anniversary GTS was HSV's celebration of a quarter-century of muscle, powered by the 6.2-liter LS 3 V8, 436 horsepower, and 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Compared to a Camaro SS of the same era, it offered better balance and 4 doors. Importable in 2037, usually priced around $60,000 US today. Number 1. Holden Commodore VXR 2018. The VXR marked the final chapter of Holden's legacy before GM shut down the brand. It featured a 3.6-liter V6 AWD system with 320 horsepower and adaptive suspension. Not a V8, but a piece of history, the last Holden built. Importable in 2043, but symbolic of Australia's performance DNA. Which Aussie car shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives on Australian performance legends, subscribe to TorqueTube right now. These machines were born from the V8 Supercars era, where Ford and Holden battled it out on racetracks like Bathurst. It forced car makers to make street cars that could actually survive 1,000 kilometers of racing. That's why these cars handle like European sports sedans, but sound like Detroit muscle. Australia's performance cars were world-class, but hidden from the global spotlight. Now, Americans finally have a chance to experience what down-under muscle truly means. These Australian beasts deserve respect. Comment which one you'd import, and subscribe for more hidden performance car gems from around the world.